extraordinary session began at the National Assembly this week and is looking to handle a wide range of issues from judicial reform to special bills. For more on this, we have our political correspondent An Sung-jin with us in the studio today. Welcome, Sung-jin.
Great to be here, Soo-jin.
Great to have you. So, Sung-jin, with the extraordinary session happening this week, what did we see happen at the National Assembly? Can you walk us through that?
Right, Soo-jin, the extraordinary session kicked off on Monday at the National Assembly, and it started off with the National Assembly address from the Democratic Party floor leader, Han Byung-do, on Tuesday. Han said in his speech that the foremost governing principle of the Lee administration is the lives of the people, noting the Democratic Party's highest value is likewise the livelihoods of the people. He reaffirmed the party's commitment to prosecutorial reform to bring a complete separation between investigative and prosecution powers.
The Democratic Party will eradicate any signs of insurrection and complete prosecution reform, judicial reform, and major social reforms.
The main opposition People Power Party delivered its National Assembly address on Wednesday, where the leader Jang Dong-hyuk called for direct talks with President Lee Jae-myung amid growing public anxiety over political and economic uncertainty. He emphasized cooperation rather than political confrontation and requested talks with the president on inflation, house prices, and U.S. trade pressure, among other issues. However, Jang also criticized the ruling Democratic Party for undermining the judicial system.
Once again, I request a meeting with President Lee Jae-myung. Having the president and the leader of the main opposition party sit down to discuss current issues will alleviate the public's anxiety.
I see. And we also saw a plenary session almost take place this week as well. So what's the schedule for that?
Right, so regarding the plenary session, the ruling and opposition parties had negotiated when the schedule would be. The ruling Democratic Party had originally pushed to convene on Thursday, arguing that it needed sufficient time to process all pending legislation. On the other hand, the People Power Party favored a session on February 12th instead of the 5th, warning that if it pushes through with a session, it may resort to a filibuster to block the passage of bills. Following a meeting on Wednesday, both parties agreed on holding a plenary session on the 12th, prioritizing the passage of more than 80 non-contentious bills related to people's livelihoods. The February extraordinary session, which includes the Lunar New Year holiday, will run through the end of the month. It will begin next Monday with 3 days of interpellations of government officials, covering a wide range of issues including politics, diplomacy, national security, and the economy. This is then followed by bill reviews in standing committees and concluding with a plenary session on the 28th.
Right, then, so what are some notable bills to be discussed at the upcoming plenary session?
As mentioned, the National Assembly is looking to prioritize non-contentious livelihood-related bills. The biggest item on the agenda is the special bill that enables South Korea's large-scale investment commitments in key U.S. industries. While the DP aims to pass the bill as early as this month, the PPP insists that a ratification process is necessary as it could result in a heavy fiscal burden, setting the stage for heightened partisan conflict. In addition to the special bill, the DP said it would swiftly advance prosecutorial and judicial reform bills, including plans to abolish the prosecutor's office. The National Assembly will also look into a special legislation that enables administrative integration among regional governments ahead of the June 3rd local elections. So we will have to keep an eye on how things are going to unfold for the two parties at the upcoming plenary sessions.
All right, thank you so much for the wrap-up today, Sung-jin.
Thanks for having me, Soo-jin.